Here we go again, Poker, Genius, or Donkey. It's the show where you watch me play the micro stakes and judge my play as genius or donkey. Click subscribe. Let's just jump into a hand. I am in the small blind. I put up my small blind of 1 cent, and I have an ace 10 offsuit. Let's see what happens. Going around the table, and we get a limper. Very common thing you're going to see at the micros. Limpers, and a limper on the button. So I'm thinking I should raise it up here. And whoa! Poker, Genius, or Donkey, that seems like a large raise, 18 cents. Do you think that's a donkey play? Do you think I put in too much there? Rate my play. That's the whole point of the show, is to rate my play and articulate your thoughts about poker. That's how you and I will become better at poker. I'm going to invite professional players to come watch the show and get their opinions in the comment threads as well. Poker, Genius, or Donkey, I go to 9x. 9x. I'm in the small blind. That's important as well, don't you think? Because that means I'm out of position. Let's see what happens. It's gonna move around to the top limperoo. The top limperoo is going to call. Calls. Now this is a common thing at the micros. You get the limp call, and the limp call can do it with a lot of stuff. Wide open range, but we get rid of our buttons. So I'm still out of position though. So let's go to the flop. Flop 479, I've got the ace of spades, and I decide out of position to check it. Poker, Genius, or Donkey on my check there. Is that a donkey check? It seems like a standard spot to put in a c-bet to try and blow him off whatever crap he's got. He limped, he called a big bet. So that's the thing I think I'm thinking, is that it's a big bet, and he called the big bet. So he might have a pair that I just can't get him off. And if he's got some sort of a draw, I might not be able to get him off of that. So I decide to check it, but hey, you can call me a donkey. This is a standard spot to put in a c-bet and blow him off his hand. And so we get the next card, which is a 6, and I decide to check it again. Man, am I being too nitty? Judge my play, Genius or Donkey. Am I a nit? Am I too tight right now with my ace 10? And let's see, we get the river, which is a king of hearts. So a few draws are there on the board, not a lot, but I decide I'm going to check it, and he is going to check it. And he shows up with king, queen suited. I'm not sure he made a good call on the pre-flop raise. He put in a limp call with king, queen of clubs. Now, he does have a larger stack, so maybe he's the kind of player who is a reasonably good player, sometimes limps, but calls, thinking that at the micros, he can get some donkey plays out of some people, but I wouldn't recommend it all that much. But hey, maybe I'm just too damn tight in this place. I think he would have folded on the flop or on the turn if I had put a bet in. But I was ahead. So was there a reason to put in a bet? Judge my play, Genius or Donkey. Thanks for watching the show. Please click subscribe and fold. But wait, there's another hand. Let's bring up that other hand. All right, so here we are at the next hand. And this time I'm in the small blind again. Small blind with some big aces. This time the ace king. And let's see what happens with this hand. We get a raise, a min raise from way over there under the gun. So under the gun probably has something of merit. And we got a caller right beside him. And moving around, we get another caller. So there's a lot of interest in this hand. I've got an ace king, so I'm slightly excited, but also slightly worried. And then we get a fold, and then we get from the button. Ooh, from the button. Not exactly a min raise, just 5 cents more, but essentially it is a min raise. It's a ridiculous raise to 20 cents. So I'm looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opponents are still on the board. Poker, Genius, or Donkey. Rate my play as Genius or Donkey, because I fold. Wow. I folded an ace king. Pre-flop, let's look at that again. Ace king, fold. Ace king, fold. Ace king, I folded it. I folded it. Am I a donkey? Rate my play genius or donkey. With 5 opponents on this hand, what is the type of thing that these guys are going to show up with? Because let's see what happens. See what happens. He calls it, calls the 20 cents. He calls it, and he calls it. So we've got 4 opponents. Was there any amount that I could have raised it up to get rid of enough opponents? So we go to the flop, 458 with 2 spades. We get a ridiculous bet out of that guy there, and raise to something real over there, but the original raiser wasn't in there, and then we get a call over there, and then we get a 9. So there's more draws out there, and then a big bet there, and a big call there, and a 7, and the rest of the money goes in there. And what the hell? A queen 5 and a 9-8. So let's rewind all the way back to the ace king. The ace king. We got 5 potential opponents in the pot. We got a little raise there, a little raise there, call, and then what do? I fold my ace king. If I would have put it in, say, a buck, so okay, it's like a buck here, 2, 3, 4, 5, $5, and with $4 behind, what do I do then? What do you do then on a board of 5, 4, 8? Well, you don't do anything. You're out. So, and it's not like all 4 are going to call it, but if they're this bad, someone's gonna call it. The 9-8 was calling a little bit, and the queen 5 was calling a little bit. This guy that raised it up to something, he just didn't raise it high enough. If he would have raised high enough, maybe he could have got someone out, but this is the micros. This is circus time. Circus time at the micros. Folded my ace king, poker genius or donkey. Judge my play. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe and fold.
I haven't figured out if he's a genius or a donkey yet.